You are now entering the Freedom Rock Experience.
There are dreams always coming true. Rains dancing from the past. There's a nation waving stars and stripes. Hell and God, we tried.
Freedom Rock Experience was a vision that came to be about 3 years ago to actually honor the American hero, and including military, police, firefighters, teachers, even the families that have lost loved ones in this war on terror. So we wanted to do something to honor our country, respect our freedoms. Each one of us has our own story, which these guys can tell.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about your service to the military and what this means to you?
Yeah, when I was 19, right out of high school, I was drafted, and I'm a Vietnam era vet. I was in the first Cav, and I know what it is for those guys, what they're going through out there, and it needs to be appreciated, because it's a pretty tough thing.
My son is a commissioned ensign in the Navy. He is training to be a fighter pilot today. So we're pretty proud of him, very proud of him.
And what was that like? You're doing your drum solo and you're going crazy, and you're knowing that part of it is a tribute to your son.
Well, actually, that is how the drum solo essentially came into being. Not so much my son specifically, but when we would play in front of these crowds and a lot of military families and people who were serving or have served, I kept thinking to myself, all gave some and some gave all.
Joe McGinnity on the drums. You guys having a good time?
I grew up in a family of law enforcement and teachers and military personnel. I grew up in upstate New York, and also retired from the teaching profession right here in the Valley of 32 years, mostly right here in the East Valley. I was a band director and choir director, and now it's really a treat for me that I'm retired. Now I have a chance to play for all of the military personnel and the public servants who are the real heroes. It gives me a chance to play for them.
The inspiration behind Freedom Rock comes from one of the youngest violinists playing in the East Valley Youth Symphony, which is accompanying the band tonight.
I was at my daughter's orchestra recital a couple years ago and got this vision to, wouldn't it be cool to integrate high school musicians in our music and our concerts to inspire our youth to become whatever they want to be and live the American dream.
A dream that began to materialize when CTS walked through the doors of Ajay Patel's rehearsal room.
On May 28th, we're going to play a concert called Freedom Rock Experience, which was our kind of idea several years back. We're a rock band, singer-songwriter. The whole show is about honoring the American hero, and which is our military and police and fire.
And one, bigger.
After months of preparation, hours of practice, and a few nervous butterflies, the two groups are ready to rock and roll.
We can inspire youth to whatever you want to achieve, especially in America. You can just work hard enough and become what you want to be. you have to believe in yourself and your heart, and along the way there's a lot of naysayers that will tell you don't do that, or you shouldn't, couldn't, or wouldn't. And I always believe that, hey, I'm going to go accomplish what I can, and I try to instill that in our youth today. That there were a lot of people that said, you'll never get into Hollywood, you'll never play, you'll never get to be in movies. And
I went on to play guitar, not as good as Tony, but and I went on to be in a rock band and be a singer and songwriter, and I went on to fly airplanes. I flew in Hollywood, I was in movies, I became an airline pilot. If you have a dream, you can do it, anyone can do it, and I want to inspire these kids that they can do anything they put their mind to.
And the energy on the stage of the kids is phenomenal. They're such quick thinkers and learners. They learn this music so fast, you plug them in and they're like top pros, and the energy is amazing. It's overwhelming. It's so exciting for all of us we feed off of their energy, and it just goes back and forth, and it's just an unbelievable, I mean, I get chills, up there playing with them. They're amazing.
And somewhere in the key of G, the generational gap is lost and pure harmony is found.
Just like get into it. Like what? No.
How has it been working with the band CTS? How have they been?
Awesome. Like
They're so
nice.
friendly.
Yeah. Just the first day they came up, they started talking to us. They're like getting us pumped, and it made us all excited.
Really encouraging.
Yeah.
Awesome, you guys. Anything else you want to say that we've left out about this Freedom Rock experience?
Back to your question about like what does it mean? Like it really hit me today, just seeing some of the people in uniform, and it's just okay. This is who we're doing it for, and that's really to the heart.
One of the songs, Snowball Express, goes out to the heroes who aren't always sung, the families who have lost their loved ones during war.
Snowball Express is an organization, a national charity that every year they bring roughly 2,000 widows and children from all over the country that have lost a mom, dad, husband, wife in the war on terror, actually military service, and they bring them in for a 4-day, all expense paid vacation, basically, of entertainment and fun, and it's all to bring hope and to let them know that their loss will never be forgotten. So we've been involved with them for 4 years now. I wrote a song for Snowball. The first year they touched me so much that they just became a part of our family, and so we've performed now for 3 years, and to honor those kids. And every year we've played in front of a sea of people, 2,000 people room, and every woman is a widow. Every child doesn't have a dad or a mom. It's a pretty overwhelming. So it's the least we can do, and our way of saying thanks.
Open so many eyes, so many times. This whole world is looking back. You open so many eyes, so many times. Now this whole looking back. From Windsor Creek to Shining Sea, hope unites this family on Snowball Express. We will carry on and run this race high above those darkest days on Snowball Express. Take